Hello everyone, thank you for joining us. My name's Andrew and I'm with Pure Resonance Audio, and today we're going to be discussing the difference between background music and foreground music. So we get calls on the daily of people who are looking for a sound system for their space. Maybe that's a retail space, a doctor's office, or even a restaurant. And one of the first questions we ask is, are you looking for background music or foreground music? So what's the difference between those two? Background music is what it sounds like. It's kind of in the background as you're walking in. It's not too loud, it's not overbearing. You may not even notice it's there, it's so low. A lot of times you'll see this in doctor's offices, in a waiting room. They just want some music in there so it's not super quiet and awkward as you're checking in, or a retail space as you're shopping around and you hear the holiday music going on during Christmas time. The other instance would be something like a restaurant where you walk in and it's really loud. You can hear the music, you can feel the music. That's what I would consider something called foreground music, where it's not just in the background. So here in front of us we have some speaker options. We're not going to go into too much depth, but this will kind of give you an idea of speaker options for different scenarios. Here in front of us is the S5W. It's a 4.5-inch speaker. That would be a great option for background music. You can see the size of it. It's not going to have a ton of output. It's not going to have a ton of low end or bass. So it would be perfect. The frequency response or the highs and lows that it offers would be appropriate for a space where they just need some nice background music. Over here is the S6. It's a little bit larger. It looks very similar. It's the big brother, I call it. It's the 6.5-inch version of this speaker. It's going to have a little bit more output. It's going to have a little bit more low end, so it's going to be more full range. So you'd have the ability to turn it up a little bit more. So you could potentially use this for background music or foreground music. And then you get over to this speaker over here that has optimal bass enhancement, and so it's going to have a lot more low end or bass, and so it's going to be able to produce those lower frequencies, making the sound feel full. And so that's where you get the foreground music, is that fullness as well as the output or the loudness that it's capable of producing. So that's the difference between background music and foreground music. If you have any questions about what we've discussed today, please let me know, and I'll be happy to help, or we and our team here at Pure Resonance Audio will be happy to help. Until next time, thank you for joining us.